Monsters, titans, behemoths. These legendary giants have been smashing cities and battling for dominance for decades. But only one can truly be called the king of monsters. Is it the atomic lizard Godzilla, the colossal brawler King Kong, or maybe the three-headed terror, King Ghidorah? What about the ultimate mechanical titan, Mechagodzilla? And let's not forget about the rest of the kaiju roster, Rodan, Mothra, Destoroyah, Gigan, and more. Buckle up because we're about to break it down. Godzilla, the atomic lizard. First up, the king of kaiju himself, Godzilla. This radioactive reptile first stomped onto the scene in 1954 and has been ruling the monster world ever since. He's got atomic breath that can turn buildings into molten puddles, skin so tough that missiles are basically mosquito bites, and a healing factor that makes him nearly impossible to kill. And let's not forget, this guy has taken down some serious threats like King Ghidorah, the three-headed dragon from space, and Destoroyah, a creature literally born from the same weapon that killed the original Godzilla. When Godzilla glows red, you know things are about to go from pain to absolutely doomed. But even kings have their weaknesses. When facing high-tech foes like Mechagodzilla, things can get a little complicated. King Kong, the colossal brawler. Next up, the beast from Skull Island, King Kong. He's strong, he's fast, and unlike most kaiju, he actually fights smart. He can dodge, climb, and even use weapons. This guy took on the skull crawlers, held his own against Godzilla, and somehow survived getting dragged through the hollow earth like a rag doll. Kong is all about brute strength and battle tactics. If there's one kaiju that can throw hands, literally, it's him. But there's one little issue: lasers. Yeah, when you don't have built-in energy beams, fighting someone like Godzilla can be a real pain in the fur. King Ghidorah, the three-headed menace. Now let's talk about one of Godzilla's greatest rivals, King Ghidorah. This three-headed golden dragon isn't from Earth. Nope, he's from outer space. And wherever he goes, destruction follows. With wings that create hurricanes, three heads that think independently, and lightning breath that can match Godzilla's atomic blast, King Ghidorah is a walking apocalypse. This dude has fought Godzilla multiple times and even won a few rounds. If there's anyone who could snatch the King of Monsters title, it's this golden menace. But in the end, well, Godzilla had other plans. Mechagodzilla, the Titan Terminator, and then there's Mechagodzilla. If Godzilla is nature's ultimate force, then Mechagodzilla is mankind's ultimate response. Armed with missiles, laser beams, and the ability to move like a UFC fighter, this mechanical titan is no joke. Just look at this. Godzilla was out here struggling like a Wi-Fi signal during a thunderstorm. Of course, he does have one tiny issue. He kind of relies on whoever's controlling him. And well, technology has a habit of going haywire at the worst possible time. The other titans, Rodan, Mothra, and more. We can't talk about kaiju without mentioning Rodan. This firebird can fly at supersonic speeds and generates shockwaves powerful enough to destroy cities. And let's be real, his entrance in King of the Monsters was one of the coolest ever. Then we have the Queen of the Monsters, Mothra. She might look like a giant butterfly, but don't let that fool you. Mothra has saved Godzilla's scaly hide more times than we can count. She's got energy blasts, razor-sharp wings, and when she dies, she basically reincarnates like some kaiju phoenix. And let's not forget Gigan, the cyborg kaiju with a buzzsaw in his chest. I mean, that alone deserves some respect. There are too many monsters to list, but every single one of them has earned their place in kaiju history. Final debate. So who wears the crown? So who really deserves the title of King of Monsters? Is it the unkillable force of nature, Godzilla? The brute strength of King Kong? The alien conqueror, King Ghidorah? The ultimate war machine, Mechagodzilla? Or maybe one of the many other kaiju lurking in the shadows? The choice is yours. Drop a comment below with your pick. Are you Team Godzilla, Team Kong, Team Ghidorah, or do you have another champion in mind? And if you enjoyed this kaiju clash, don't forget to like, subscribe, and remember, your brain has just been boosted.